Okay, so this is going to be me analyzing the Super Mario Maker 2 Direct trailer. I'm going to see if I can look over as much as possible. There's going to be a lot of pausing in the video. I'm just going to look over everything and see if I see anything that catches my eye that maybe we can talk about. No, see what we can find out about before the game comes out. I'm going to see if there's a... I'm pretty sure GameXplain's going to do their own analysis video too. So I'll put a link in the description on the YouTube channel down below. But yeah, let's go ahead and watch this. So this is the opening trailer, or like the opening part of the video. This doesn't really show anything.
In Super Mario Maker 2,
Okay, so there's not much going on here. It's just showing off basic stuff that was in the original game. But you can kind of tell right down here. I don't know if you can see my cursor. I think I have cursor turned off. But down the bottom left, you can see you can rise the lava level. They explain that later, but it's just the same thing in this screen. There's nothing really new here.
Super Mario course.
Alright, the whole new switch blocks is new, which is going to be interesting. This is them spriting, or making sprites in the game. That's pretty cool. Now, this is the upload screen. Here they show off the new desert theme. And then, if you look at the download codes, these are actually shorter than the Wii U one. The Wii U one had... I want to say this is a 9-length code. The Wii U one had 16 codes, and four of them would be zeros. So realistically, it was a 12 unique digit code. This is so. Did we even have X's available in the code? I don't know. So this might be more diverse. I don't know. It seems good. It's interesting how this is a shorter code.
And play courses created by other people from around the globe.
So now we have there's some dangerous desert, a Japanese level, clown car coin battle, Super Mario Bros. U. I can't really see much of the Super Mario Bros. U given how what's the text that's hidden over it, but nothing really new except again we have a desert theme. Oh, there is tags though. If I can go back, right.
In Super Mario Maker 2, you can create the Super Mario courses of your dreams. And play courses created by other people.
So yeah, we have a standard themed multiplayer versus. So you can do multiple tags. You can not just stick with the one. So I like that.
From around the globe.
Actually, I want to look at that minute. I want to look at that menu again. So we have a weekly search, popular courses, hot courses, new course, detailed search. We have a star button. I wonder if that's stars. I mean, levels you have that are maybe favorited. Now you saw slopes and the conveyor belt slopes right there.
In other words, you can basically have new Super Mario.
And then this one. Now this is actually cool. I just now noticed this too. Those background elements are new. Those are new sprites for Super Mario Bros. 3. And of course, they're using the whole like Mecha Bowzilla thing from I think it was Pink Birdo that made the stage. So Pink Birdo was noticed by Nintendo, which is pretty cool. Oh, and there was a clear condition. You have in that level, you had to beat Bowser Jr. to beat the level.
Enjoy.
And then here's a gameplay of the Super Mario Bros. 3D Land.
Every day.
Now here's something else that's cool. There's no clear condition this level. Slope pipes. We can have slope pipes, and they can be small too. That's a really unique battleship too. I'm really liking this. Alright, so here are the basics. I'm gonna let this play.
Lay some groundwork. Pick from iconic enemies and objects, like blocks, coins, Goombas, and pipes, and place them anywhere you like. decide what goes inside blocks and where warp pipes should take Mario next.
Absolutely nothing new shown here.
And that's just the tip of the goal pole.
Colored pipes are new though.
Stack them up high and biggin them with a super mushroom.
Nah.
High coin
I watched my friend react to this. He thought it was interesting that they used the word big in them. Like,
pole. You can hide enemies. Stack them up high and biggin them with a
okay, so now here's something interesting. You could have, I think that's Goomba Galoomba. So instead of, this is something I like about this, is that in the Wii U version you had to shake it, and to me I thought that to be really annoying. One of the reasons why I didn't think we'd get a port of the Super Mario Maker. Nintendo had the same idea. They wouldn't make a port; they just make a whole new game, which is a lot better. So you don't shake to change. You just toggle it. You click it, and it'll give you the options we could shake it to, which is actually good for me because a lot of times when I considered building levels, I never really use moles because I even just forgot they existed. Or like if you shake them, it changes the mole itself into like the other character. I forget what was the guy from Super Mario Bros. 3. The guy that throws the riches. I just forget he existed sometimes while I was level building because you have to shake it and memorize that, you know, what to shake and whatnot. But here you can just toggle and see what your options are, which is cool. So here you see them increasing the size of this Goomba, right?
enemies. Stack them up high and biggin
So
them with a super
yeah, okay, interesting. Yeah, that's not a downgrade. I thought that arrow was to downgrade them. That just seems to place it on.
You can hide enemies. Stack them up high and biggin them with
So yeah, you can put the mushrooms on your Goombas. You can put wings, and you can put parachutes. There's a parachute icon there. People also wondering if there's hidden blocks in Super Mario Maker 2. Yes, you can actually see it right here, right above the tile, right, the little section right there.
a super
This was shown earlier too.
hide coins in pipes and so much more. By combining
So yeah, we got clouds. You can
a
put them in
variety
clouds
of
again.
parts, you can do some incredible things. Stuff that isn't even possible in regular Super Mario games. Taking a course you're working on for a test drive is a snap.
All right, now we're looking at the course selection little editor tile thing. The left side I have questions about. There's, I think it's clear conditions on the left. Your timer, camera. There's the modes you switch between. You can have the Mario Trail icon, which that's cool. That's back. You can pin your favorite characters or like items and blocks and stuff on the top. Most everything else is back though.
Allowing for rapid-fire experimentation. You can change the course theme, whether it's underground, underwater, castle, your choice. Even the game style itself can be altered with options like Super Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers 3, and Super Mario World. Complete a course, and if you have a Nintendo Switch Online membership, you can share it with other players online. Super Mario courses are meant to be played, so share.
So this is not shown, but they are kind of like sneak preview a few things. Okay, I kind of just skipped it. Where is it?
Membership, you can share it with other players online. Super
So
Mario courses
there's the ice world
are meant
showed
to be
off.
played,
We have icicles shown off.
so share yours with the world.
Nothing else new there. Now they're gonna display what's new.
Time to showcase some of this game's new tools, course parts, and features. Just pick a direction and set the length to create a slope. It's a beautiful thing, huh? Gentler slopes are an option too.
Okay, I don't know if I saw anything on that screen. I'm skipping some things here because it's kind of given what I know.
It's a beautiful thing, huh? Gentler
So here's a look at your little, what you call it, the little pinwheel. What do we call it, this thing? I forget what they're gonna call it. Your little item selection stuff. It's pretty neat. So there's gonna be block terrain, coins, enemies, and then special items like keys and whatnot. I'm probably gonna put P-switches as well.
Slopes are an option too. Everyone's greatest fear, Angry Sun, is here. It holds a perpetual grudge, following and attacking Mario. Remember the snake block?
So this is a good look at the Super Mario Brothers 1 ice level graphics, which is pretty cool, as well as the snake block. And you saw the Angry Sun desert theme just a little earlier.
You can determine its trajectory.
Now, I didn't mention this before, but the bottom right is where you see the subworld, I think. That little trolley cart. I assume that, because in the previous you saw 1 and a 2, which meant there's only 2 subworlds, but I was wondering if there's maybe a third subworld. I don't think there's enough information to specify that there might be more than 1 subworld, but at bare minimum, we are told we have a primary world and a subworld, just like Mario Maker 1.
Trajectory by freely drawing. And, woo, the blue one's really fast. Hit and on-off.
And that's also, this is the sky theme, I believe, and we also just had the sky theme just shown off for New Super Brothers Wii U earlier.
And the red and blue blocks will swap. You'd be surprised how many uses there are. If you use them wisely, you can set up traps like...
I think... I can't tell what those blocks are in the middle with the little circles in them.
This one. Or even create a situation like...
I still have a lot of questions. So here's the different colored pipes again for Super Mario Bros. 1. People think that's a yellow one. We don't. It could be. It's more orange, but it could be the red pipe. We really don't know.
This. Change tracks. Or make conveyor belts change.
And that was a good look at the Twister one. This one is what really surprised me, is the use of conveyor belts with the on and off switch. That's going to be very unique. I didn't think they would put that in the game.
Directions.
Seesaws.
Tilt left to right under Mario's weight.
Now we've seen this before.
They're a perfect fit for risky tilt-centric courses like this one.
Now, this was also not in a previous video, but if you saw leaked images of Super Mario Maker 2, you would have seen the swinging claw when you speculated what that meant. And here's the actual gameplay of it.
Grab you, build momentum, then jump. Mario can even use these to send himself flying. Huh, bet you could even make a crane game.
And this is a look at the desert theme, which we'll see more later.
In this course theme, you can freely set the water level.
Now we've known this too.
Maybe half the course should be underwater. Or maybe the water level should change over time? You can select from 3 different speeds. And water isn't the only thing you can flood a course with. This side-scroller is truly customizable, right down to the scrolling itself. In a custom scroll course, you can decide where you want the scroll to start, adjust its trajectory, and set the speed at each point. The result is nice and smooth while you're playing.
All this is from a previous
Then go sideways. Hey,
previous
that's
trailers.
fast.
Vertical sub areas.
You can now create vertical sub-areas.
So that, I don't think this shows
Of
much,
course,
but
the auto-scroll feature operates vertically in here.
the information that she's telling us right here is very important. So the fact that they're saying vertical sub areas means the primary world will not be vertical. It'll be linear. You go left or right, but when you go into a sub world, it can be anything. It can be linear, from left to right, or it could be vertical.
To hide an area from view and prevent scrolling from revealing it.
This is what I've been really excited about. This should have been the first one, I believe. You could have did something like this in Mega Man Power It Up. You could have sealed off certain walls. You could do this as well in Mega Man Maker, where you put lines in walls and keep it from scrolling to the side and make it seem like a secret room. This made it very awkward for people making Super Mario Bros. 1-1 level remakes, where you go into the hidden room, because to seal it off, you'd have to make it scroll all the way to the right. And yeah, that's all you could do with the subworld. But now you can do much more with the subworld and have secret rooms.
Create a solid line of blocks perpendicular to the scroll direction. And voila! Secret room. Bonsai Bill looks like it's coming for Mario, because it is. You can select from the 4 cardinal directions. The red ones have a
So this is a look at they didn't do much with the sprite, but this is Bonsai Bill in Super Mario Bros. 3 mode.
homing function. Watch out. Even lap
And this is brand new to Super Mario Maker 2. This was never in a previous Mario game or a trailer.
doesn't phase the dry bone shell. Play dead for a sec and you'll be temporarily invincible. The 10 coin is worth
The ground pound function was in the, if anybody didn't know about the ground pound function with the boot, this was in Super Mario Maker 1.
10 coins. Find hard to reach areas and tempt players. Feeling charitable? Use the 30 or 50 coin. Mario may just be strolling along. when he's
Okay, so there's one new sound effect that might be really annoying with the flashing lights on the screen. This is, I forget. Someone can put in the comments down below. This is a reference to another Nintendo game. This sound effects
sudden
in
sound
graphics
effect
right there.
plays. There are
That's a new
a
one.
bunch in Super Mario Maker 2. Stick one on an enemy
That's like a Chinese New Year kind of like sound effects.
or
There's a pig sound effects. That's 5,
perhaps go with something more
and there's a 6 here. I can see that being abused.
Pass a Joy-Con controller to a friend, and you can create a course together on a single screen.
Okay, this goes by really fast. I don't think I'm seeing anything here unique.
Collaboration goes a long way.
You
Collect
kind of saw Bonsai Bills in the Super Mario Bros. Wii U mode.
50 coins.
So now here's clear conditions, right? People are having questions about clear conditions. Let's look at this. So it went by really fast. Oh, I just went back too
Half the
far.
course should be underwater. Unsuspected bones. A little
Okay, yeah.
creative collaboration goes a long way.
So here we go. We have a screens here. Reach the goal after defeating all 20 bullet bills. So that could actually be really annoying in certain levels. Reach the goal after grabbing all 50 coins.
50 coins. Defeat all the dry bones.
Dry bones.
Reach the goal.
Reach the goal as Super Mario. So if you lose the mushroom, the axe or goal might just disappear.
As Super Mario. You can set clear conditions, and there are a wide range to choose from.
All right, so
From enemies to ally goes a long way. Collect 50 coins. Defeat all the dry bones. Reach the goal as Super Mario. You can set clear conditions, and there are a wide
reach the goal without taking damage. Wait, so if you just take damage, you just automatically lose? That I have questions for.
range.
Reach the goal without landing after leaving the ground. Do you also just die if you do that?
To choose from.
Alright, reach the goal after defeating all Hammer Brothers. Okay, another one just went by really fast. Let's go back a bit.
Range to choose
Reach the goal after picking up all the 1-up mushrooms.
from.
Reach the goal after defeating all 3 Hammer Brothers. The Munchers, Piranha Plants. Reach the goal after defeating Koopas, Goombas. Okay.
From enemies to allies to items, a twister will suck up anything. Unsuspecting passersby will
So Twisters affects everything. Items, enemies, Mario, Bowser. Here's the use of the
fall
icicle.
victim to the icicle.
As well as look at the
Conveyor
ice
belts can go
theme.
diagonal too. Did you know red Yoshis breathe fire?
Okay, if you ever play Super Mario World, yes, Yoshis can breathe fire. As long as they're red. Blue ones could fly. I don't know if we have a blue one in here. I don't think there's any trailer information to show we have a blue Yoshi, but blue Yoshi would be able to fly, and yellow would do the ground pound stomp. Here's that little menu item thing again.
Slow down the falling speed of anything attached to them. Watch out.
Now, if you missed it, just quickly right there, we had a if you have a parachute just on its own, I think it was on its own, or maybe it was attached to a coin.
Fire.
If an enemy
Parachutes slow down the falling
hijacks
speed
it,
of any
Yeah, see, there's a coin right there, right? And this swamp is going to come down,
Attached to the
and it just hijacks the parachute.
Watch out for Boom Boom. The Mad Lad will chase after you.
This one made me laugh that she used the word "mad lad" to describe Boom Boom.
Swinging his arms and legs. And there's still more to discover. If you're not sure how to use something, try out story mode.
This part I didn't really pay attention to whatsoever. I was
In
just
story mode, Mario sets out to
bewildered
help
that
you
there's a
build
story
courses
mode in a
in
level
the
editor
and to
game.
do so, he'll face an entire game's worth of courses in search of coins. Talk to the Taskmaster to accept it.
So downhill battles. This would be the first level, I'm
Play
assuming.
the associated course. If Mario can clear the course, he'll earn coins as a reward. Hey, rebuilding a castle ain't cheap. There are more than 100 original courses crafted by Nintendo in story mode, showcasing a variety of tools, course parts, and features. As you play, you'll
So this is another look at Sideways Swamps.
see many examples.
I didn't even
of
think about that.
expert course
I was looking at this graphically. There's blue pipe on the right. Those sand blocks look really good.
design. As the castle's reconstruction progresses, Mario will be able to reach more areas in and around the construction site. The characters you meet in these new areas may even offer up additional jobs. New sequel, new course themes. Desert. Snow.
Okay, so those were yellow pipes we saw earlier. The little orange pipes, because if you look here, and you look down, that's a red pipe right there. So what you saw previously, the little orange-looking pipe, is the yellow pipe.
Snow.
I'm just looking at this graphically. So the ice background from Super Mario Bros. 3 is back, but everything else looks pretty much brand new.
Forest.
So the background is back for those semi-solid platforms are new for this game. And also the music's new, of
And
course.
sky. There's new music
This is
too,
a
written by
catchy
veteran
one.
Super Mario composer Koji Kondo. Who else could capture the classic sound of the Super Mario series? We've also got a new course part that makes these course themes even more fun.
Now, right when it went away, I want to take a look at the semi-solid
We've
platform.
also got a new course part that makes these course themes even more
So, that's a new semi-solid platform back there. You can't really look at much, and you see these Cheep Cheeps and what do we call these other? I just call them all Cheep Cheeps. There's the green and then the regular Cheep Cheep, but it has a different name. And then when it's going to talk about the moon. So I think moon is unique to this game.
becomes night.
The moon originally in Super Mario World gave you 3 extra lives. I think it was 3. It was 3 or 5. Someone will correct me, but I'm pretty sure it's 3.
If you hit the angry sun, Mario will lose a life. But if you hit the moon, you'll wipe out a screen full of enemies. At night, expect a surprise or two, depending on the theme. In the ground theme, Goombas will float. The underground will turn upside down.
So this makes me wonder if you're gonna make the level. I think everything will be right side up, but then when you play it, it'll flip upside down. That's just my theory.
In a ghost house, the lights will dim. And in the sky, gravity itself will be reduced. The desert will get hit by a sandstorm, while the terrain of the snow theme will become really slippery, and the forest's usually pleasant waters will be as poisonous as they come. Rumor has it that some items will even transform into something else come nightfall.
So they said some items. This isn't just maybe limited to the 1-up mushroom. So when the game comes out, we'll have to look at that.
Once you've unlocked the night versions of
So that's actually really cool. So they're talking about unlocking items. So
even transform into something else come nightfall. Once you
So when Mario Maker 1 came out, it was actually a pain in the butt. It's such a complaint when the game came out, and they had to make a patch to, because they had it to where you had to spend 8 days to unlock everything. So day 1, you unlock another mode, you unlock another background, you unlock certain enemies, items, and the concept was to get you used to level building, and then as you became more of an experienced builder, they gave you more items to work with. This is a good uh, practice and design in theory, but when you open this box, like this is a problem I had. When you open this game out of box and you just want to make a Mega Man 2 Bulbaman level, you have to unlock the water elements as well as everything else that goes in with your ideas you want to make. And if you have to wait till day 6 to do it, then that becomes really annoying. So there was a patch when this game came out that you just had to spam blocks everywhere. You just spam blocks and then you eventually unlock it. So here I hope it's not as obnoxious, but they're talking about unlocking elements again. So you have to unlock the daylight and sunlight element.
You've unlocked the night versions of themes. You don't have to place the moon course part to use them.
So basically they're forcing you to use the angry sun and the moon, and then after you're forced to do it, then you can unlock this. I don't like that choice of game design from Nintendo, but it's still we'll just work past it, and then we'll learn to forgive and forget about it. Now, there's something else I want to look at. I have questions about
To place the moon course part to use
finger cursor X. Okay, so that's just to look at put your cursor on the screen.
them. The Super Mario 3D
Okay, and it's about the 4 different modes.
game style is finally available. The way this game style works is very different from the other game styles, so the course you're working on will clear if you toggle between them. That's because there are things you can do here that you can't do in any other style.
So this is going by pretty fast, and this is just for Super Mario 3D Land.
That's because there are things you can do.
So now we have all these tiles, right? We have ground, slopes, slides, easy slopes, clear pipes, green pipes. You see the spiked blocks that they'll appear later, and there's a semi-solid platform there. More blocks here, ice blocks, the breakable bricks, question blocks. There's, I think, just a gray version of those bricks. I'm not entirely sure. Hidden blocks. There's donut blocks and cloud blocks.
Can't do it.
Then we have coins, the 10 coins, the key pink coins for the keys, mushrooms, the bell,
In any other
power-ups,
style.
Goombas, Koopas, those are the basic enemies there. Skip Zoops, we have 2 wheels for enemies. They're going to talk more about this, but there's a fire flower, there's bees. The bees kind of like home in on you. There is a spring enemy there. I think this was shown off in a former video. It is an enemy from... Oh, no, this was okay, they didn't talk about this. I saw another analytical video about Mario Maker 2. So the enemy in the top left that you see there, the green one, that's an enemy that when you deal damage to it, it turns into a trampoline that you can use and carry. So then we have Boos, Magic Koopas, Dry Bones, and Dry Bones Fish. You don't have to change them. They're their own unique things. So you have Dry Bones. That makes me wonder if you want to use the Dry Bones shell, you could just like use the Dry Bones and change to the shell. So that's they're your known unique. So now you have Dry Bones underwater. That's something you couldn't do in Mario Maker. I wonder if you could have Dry Bones Fish above water. That's also interesting. And Bob-ombs and Podoboos. But Meowser is his own unique. So it doesn't even look like you can have Bowser in this. You just have Meowser. There's the Koopa car, the the big fish. There's Bullies, and then there's the Boom Boom, and then the Magma Dragon.
You can't mention.
I'm guessing Pom Pom is just an extra thing for Boom Boom. So you have to toggle it when you click Boom Boom. We have Bill for now. This is the other thing. The key items they're going to call them gizmos. So now you have Bill Blasters. You have the Bonsai Bill Blaster, or they're going to call it the Bonsai Bill. I think that's an icicle there. Clouds, on and off switches, conveyor belts, crates,
Super Mario.
keys, checkpoints, arrows, the trampoline, power block, P-switch, warp zones, doors,
3D world.
cloud lifts. Interesting. So there's going to be cloud lifts and there's going to be platforms. Then you're going to have the little bell trees. Some of these, I don't know. That bottom left block. I think that's just a regular block. That's not gonna be the same as ground block. So this is gonna be a breakable block. Snake blocks, the blocks that you punch and then they like make it elevators or like staircase of sorts. Then there's the switch blocks. They move on their own, or if they make them blue, they move if you sit on them.
Mario. Climbing walls, scratching, sliding, pouncing. With all these moves at your disposal, the courses you create will instantly stand apart from courses made in the other game styles.
So, not much to talk about there. If you want to look back at the like slowly look at the kind of like levels and like background elements, you can.
Walls, scratching, sliding, pouncing.
So, yeah, nothing really new here. Now, this is actually this is kind of interesting. There's like a toy kind of like level.
Courses you create will instantly
I wonder what that'd be under. There's a desert theme.
stand apart from courses made in the other game styles. You can even climb up the goal pole. These clear pipes can be placed
So this is going to be the ghost house theme.
in any shape you like. Be careful though, enemies will make use of them as well. Crates float on water and lava, so you can make your own path when there's no platform to walk on.
And this is of course the Bowser's Castle theme, which I really like. I dig this one. I like that Bowser's Castle is outside.
If you come in contact with a warp box, you won't be able to escape its pull. You may get warped to an area full of enemies. Consider yourself warned.
And there's 3D World yellow pipe.
Better not touch
So there's a spike block. So the yellow ones will go on and off on their own.
the spike block. You could combine it with the on-off switch to set traps like this one too. The exclamation mark block extends when hit. Ground pound to expand it faster.
Now, if you saw that, the piranha plants that spit fire will change their graphics. So there's the rare ones that are going to bite, but these will shoot fire.
To expand it faster.
And look at this real quick, because that goes by pretty fast.
The exclamation mark block extends when hit. Ground pound.
This is not the beginning of the stage, it's like in the middle portion.
To expand it faster.
Okay.
Blinking blocks phase in and out.
There's a blue pipe there.
Make sure to carefully time those jumps.
Now, if you look on the right, we have the little, on the left you have little ant enemies. On the right, you can give them little helmets, little spike top helmets. This is actually going to be unique. Make levels harder.
The track block will follow any path you draw.
And then you have a look at the fire bro enemies. And then there's the sledge bro enemies that also shoot fire.
The blue one won't move until you step on it. The mushroom trampoline yields a satisfying bounce. The piranha creeper will extend wherever you draw. Watch out for its spiky stem.
I want to go back real quick and look at, not these. Where is it? Track blocks? No, I think it's
The
the mushroom trampoline. So this I didn't see. Maybe I missed it. Maybe it's the platforms I was thinking about.
yields a satisfying bounce.
Or maybe you can shift platforms to be the mushroom trampolines.
The piranha creeper will extend wherever you draw. Watch out for its spiky stem.
So the Piranha Creeper there'll be two modes. There's going to be one Piranha Creeper that'll always be moving, and then you have these that'll go to a maximum length, and you can just bounce on them.
Skip Squeaks like to try and match Mario's jumps. Sometimes you can use that to your advantage.
Now here, there's the Skip Squeaks with spikes on their back, and then there's the regular ones. So you're going to be able to toggle between two kinds.
Take this sweet ride.
Now, there is the trampoline enemy on the right that I was talking about. So you can hit that, it'll turn into a trampoline. It'll like invert itself.
For a spin to really tear through the course. Just
Now, there's...
try not to crash.
No, what I don't get is when you get into the car, right? There's a Super Famicom logo.
This sweet ride for a spin.
I don't know why that appears. It's odd because we didn't have a Super Famicom in the state. We had a Super Nintendo. entertainment system. So will this change when it comes to states, or will they keep it like that? I don't know.
Tear through the course.
And can you change that? Can you make it so it advertises a Famicom or the Nintendo 64?
Just try not to crash it. Drive safely now.
Now that went by fast, but there's a bunch of enemies here, right?
You can use that to your advantage. Take this sweet ride for a spin to really tear through the course. Just try not to crash it.
So we have Gooba, Koopa, Red Pear Koopa, Skip Squeaks, Dry Bones, Hammer Brothers, Fire Sledge Bro, and a Magic Koopa here. And then, of course, Bonsai Bills. And then, at the last second, we had a bomb on there.
Charvard. This monster's obsessed with gobbling up Mario. Pom Pom smoke bombs onto the scene.
Now, Pom Pom here.
This
Do we know which one is unique? Yes. So, if you look closely here, 2 of them are going to be fake and one's going to be real. And all of them are the same, except the real one has a kind of like hairpin to it. And then their star has a bow tie and it's pink. The other ones are just regular with their blue ninja stars. So here, the middle one's going to be real, and then the other ones are fake.
Which one's the real one?
So that one on the very bottom now is the real one.
The Bonsai Bill from Super Mario 3D World can actually fly toward the screen. It's so powerful, it can break through walls.
Have we seen that before?
Many other familiar faces from
Now, that's also an enemy. I think that's going to be Boo. You can change it. I haven't seen that enemy before.
Super Mario.
That was, I think that's seen in other Mario games, but I can't remember which one. And there's the bully.
3D World will liven up this game style
And then there you go. You saw the action of that trampoline enemy right there.
as well.
And then Bonsai Bills with cat power up on them. And there's Meowser.
Course World is an online hub where players from around the world can share their
So here's one. A lot of people have questions about this one. And I'll try to go over all the questions here. So you have courses, leaderboards, endless challenge, and more play. It doesn't look like we're going to have 100, what's called the 100 Mario Challenge. You're going to have network play, which will describe leaderboards, courses. They explain all here. Endless challenge is going to seem to be that you start with 5 lives. You can gain 3 lives in a level. So there's a max of 3, and they can stack, and you just keep going until you die.
carefully crafted courses.
So I don't think there's going to be... I could be wrong. There may or may not be level, like, super expert. We'll see.
Browse by popular
So Dangerous Desert. I think that, yeah, those are the same levels we saw before with the same tags.
courses. Or new courses.
So here we go. Now we're looking at it. There's Clown Car Coin Battle. Looking at that. That looks like an underground level. Good defense, best offense. That's a Super Mario World theme for the haunted level, the Boo Mansion, Ghost House. Couldn't think of the word. Ghost House level. Pedal to the Metal. And then that was a Super Mario 3D Land level. Then we have game style, course theme, difficulty. There we go. So then you can change difficulty here. So that is a thing. Course themes, game styles. And then you have the regions, right? Okay, so you can separate from region. Hopefully you can do that for when you do Endless Challenge. I hope maybe this menu will pop up.
Or run a search to find what you're looking for. For example, search by tag,
And then this is your region and your tags.
like puzzle solving. Or maybe find some auto-scroll courses.
Now, actually, this is actually interesting. So I've noticed that some people do no skip challenges on Twitch, but they skip Japanese levels. Like, they're notorious for making terrible levels. So that's the thing you can do. You can actually block the entire continent of Asia.
Play a course.
Now, notice here, they don't talk about it, but you can dislike courses. You can like courses, so the star, and then you have comments, right? Now the comment section was from the Wii U Miiverse, but as we all know, Miiverse no longer is with us, and that's because of you could draw. They literally had you so you could draw whatever you like, whatever you wanted, and put any comment you wanted on the Miiverse post. And it's up to Nintendo to moderate Miiverse, and this led to specific images of, let's say, Splatoon drawings and other characters from, say, Xenoblade doing certain actions. You get the idea. So everything here is just like Mario Maker 1 originally, except the comment section is back, and you can now dislike courses. Now the comment section is not the same as Mario Maker 1, which is good. You're not going to be able to write whatever you want. Giving the user the power to write whatever they want just spells trouble. People are going to abuse that. On the left, you see here Course World. It's going to tell you the name, who it's made by, the clear condition, how many people have played it, how many people liked it, and its tags. And I think that's the world record. So that's actually all useful information to have while playing a level.
And you can leave a comment.
And then here's your how you're going to leave comments. Already previously chosen comments. Speed run, cool idea, so close, easy, so tough, or be careful. These are the comments you're going to be leaving.
If they're enabled.
You can't add stamps here, it seems. And your own kind of link week. So, require a course creative view. Okay, so you can actually spoiler tag it. That's pretty cool.
If you download a course, you can play it anytime, even when you're not connected to the internet. In Course World, each player has a maker profile.
Okay, so looking at this, right? Medals. So we're going to be having medals come back, it seems. But they seem to be different than the medals that we had in Mario Maker 1. Mario Maker points may be the new medals itself, too. And there's your versus rating, which we'll talk about. They here have more info when you play the game. Upload course, like course, play courses.
If other players like your courses, you'll earn maker points. But on top of being successful, why not be stylish? Customize your look with things like shirts and hats that you unlock by completing various objectives.
Alright, so look at that real quick, right? I don't know if anybody cares about this. This is more cosmetic than anything.
Hats that you unlock by
so if we look at the costumes we have available here, right?
Why not be stylish?
So we have a Bowser Jr. hat, a Luigi hat, cat hat, a pipe, a Boo. We have a Nintendo shirt, a mushroom shirt, dry bones fish, the little scarf that Bowser Jr. wears. There's a Bonsai Bill shirt. And then you have the skirt. You can just get rid of your legs altogether and have a burner. There's a bullet Bill launcher skirt. There's a blooper skirt, regular skirts, pants.
Shirts and hat.
And there's the pipe hat again. Cat Mario suit, Luigi suit. Can't tell what that is. The bottom, the left is a Magic Koopa dress or robe or whatever. I can't tell what the bottom right. I think it's a baby outfit.
Completing various objectives.
And then here's your like little taunts. So you have thrills, buoyant, annoyed, fidgety, snorkel. Show off, let's go, hello, cutesy, hyped. So there's gonna be a lot of like emotes you can do.
Test your skills by trying to clear as many courses as possible before you get a game over. Select a difficulty.
So Enviosity asked a question about this. So here's your endless challenge mode.
And courses will be
so you're not going to be going to a castle and just beating the level here. And here's also image of Goombas here.
up at random from the full collection.
Now here's his question. Why is there a black bar on the top here? Like, are they trying to censor something here from this direct? What's the black bar for? Like that, we don't know.
Available on Course World. Secure some truly impressive scores.
And I think that's desert theme. Can't remember. I can't tell.
You might earn a top spot on the leaderboard.
That's like a chocolate theme. Global
On
Rank
top of
11.
that,
Global
there's a
Rank
new
11.
mode in Super Mario Maker 2 that'll let you play together with others. In Course World, you can enjoy multiplayer with other players from around the world.
So here's a so if you look at this real quick, right? If we go back, there's 3D lands or new Super Mario Wii U graphics. This is Super Mario Bros. Graphics. I think Toadette, right? Okay, never mind. I thought they had like the Captain Toadette outfit for her.
In multiplayer versus mode, up to 4 players face off in a side-scrolling showdown. Each player will be assigned
There's a
a
3D
different
land mode.
character. Then they'll race each other in a randomly selected course.
Now, people are wondering, well, there's multiple. You can put multiple items in a question mark block, right? So that I think that's only for multiplayer. That's not something you can do. If you do a 2-player mode between 2 mushrooms in a box. This is shown in the Super Mario Brothers. My frame of reference for this is the Super Mario Brothers Wii U games. If you do multiplayer co-op with your friends and you hit a coin block, there'll be like 4 mushrooms that pop out, right? Or maybe there might be 3 mushrooms and a fire flower. And you can actually hijack the fire flower if your friend needed it, or say tough cookies.
The player who clears the course
And there's a use of a cloud block right there. I think it makes you bounce.
first wins. Depending on your win-loss ratio, your versus rating will change.
My personal question with the multiplayer is not what's seen on screen here, but if you're playing this game, right,
Playing it safe
and there's lag between you and other players,
is
what happens when you jump on a Koopa and they're about to jump on at the same time? Do they just like jump on an invisible Koopa because you hit it first?
no way to win in a white-knuckle course like this one. Watch the others eat your dust as you escape and
So more use of the graphics here. You see Toadette and Toad's graphics here, unique to, they were never in a previous, these sprites are unique to this game.
extreme obstacle. But when a boss comes around,
And Luigi's kind of unique. They redid the graphics in I think one of the Super Nintendo ports of Super Mario World, and they did it for the Game Boy Advance games.
you may want to put your differences aside. Maybe you can get away with sitting back and stealing all the credit at the end. During multiplayer,
And then here's your Mario Bros. 3 graphics here of the Toads.
Come up during solo play.
So yeah, and here's a Super Mario World for Toadette,
In multiplayer,
and more for Super Mario Bros. 3.
all players must work together to beat the course. If a single player finishes it, everyone's a winner. If up to 4 players are hanging out together and each has a Nintendo Switch system and the Super Mario Maker 2 game, one can set up a virtual room for the others to join via nearby play. Only the player who makes the room needs a persistent internet connection for everyone to play. You won't be rated in this mode, but you can check out the standings.
So this is a standing screen. I can't really read much from it. Okay, that's your tally on the right. Defeated.
By the way, if you've designed a course with versus play in mind,
So here's what's really cool. You can actually do multiplayer versus if you want, and tag it. So and there's also music themes too. Auto level themes, short and sweet speed run. I'll talk about this in a later video about the definition of a speed run when it comes to Mario levels, because technically most levels can be speed run. Technical definition, a lot of levels are speedrun levels. I'll tell you, I'll let you know what the definition of a speedrun level is in a later video. Basically, if you're making a level that makes your player, at bare minimum, if you're making them stop and wait, then you're doing the opposite of a speedrun. Or auto-scrolling won't really specify a speedrun most cases, but a speedrun in Mario is just making you go fast with a short timer.
consider using the multiplayer versus tag. It's a great way to help players who love to battle it out find what you've made.
Now, if you looked here, that was the I think that was the Force theme for Super Mario Bros. Graphics. So there's the water theme for Super Bros. 3, and we've seen it before. There's the Forest theme, complete with the mushrooms. Those are from like the Ghost House, I think. Just pausing to see all the graphics. So there's like a little Mario Luigi and kind of like sprite edit for 3D Land. Looking at the graphics here. Then we have this kind of like concoction here. You have like a little like nice dragon kind of graphics here. Meows are shooting fire. That's just Chain Chomp on a cloud. Sound effects.
New challenges.
I gotta look back at that one. What did I just see there?
Challenges.
Okay, I don't know what that's platform. Is that like conveyor belts or something? I can't exactly tell what that platform is.
New modes. And lots of new ways to have fun.
Here you see if a player's off screen, you can see them on the left there. So that's cool.
Super Mario Maker 2 will come down the pipe on June 28th. If you're interested in pre-purchasing Super Mario Maker 2, we've got a couple promotions for you to consider. First, there's the Super Mario Maker 2 plus Nintendo Switch Online Bundle.
Okay, so I'm gonna
which is available.
I'll end the video around here. Here's my question about this. I want to get this game hard copy. So the two bundles they're offering are all for digital purchases, which I understand. Game companies, you want to promote digital as much as possible. That's a lot to deal with like retailers like GameStop and whatnot. But digital is now the way to go. But I still want to get this hard copy. Is it possible that I can get this bundle, right? Can I get the game not locked onto my account, but can I get a code so that I can go buy the hard copy? I'll own the hard copy. I'll get a discount for Nintendo Online, and then I have an additional code for this game. Because I would like to give away the code or sell the code. That might be something in the future. Depends what happens. There is a giveaway I'm doing for this channel as well for certain games that I want to do. Maybe I'll bundle this with the giveaway. We'll see. But is that something I can do? That's something I want to do.
As both a physical and digital release, and includes a 12-month individual membership for Nintendo Switch Online. If you're already a Nintendo Switch Online member, these 12 months will stack on your current membership. Second, if you have a paid Nintendo Switch Online membership, there's a way to pre-purchase Super Mario Maker 2 at a discount that's exclusive to members. The Nintendo Switch Game Vouchers special offer. Paid Nintendo Switch Online members can buy a pair of Nintendo Switch Game Vouchers for just $99.99.
Okay, so I can't remember what the price is for online, but I think the online is $25. So here is your here's your options, right? You can do the game vouchers for $100, and you could pre-order Super Mario Maker 2 and get another game, and you'll save $20. Or you can do the online deal and save, I think, $5. I think that's how they're doing it. So I think the better deal is to do the online vouchers. That is the Nintendo game vouchers. That'd be the better deal. I might just do that, purchase a hard copy, and then have vouchers for some other two games.
Each voucher can be redeemed for an eligible digital game. Choose from some of your favorite Nintendo Switch titles. For example, redeem one voucher to pre-purchase Super Mario Maker 2 and use the other to download Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And you save $19.99 from the combined suggested retail price for this pair of games. This special offer is a great way to pre-purchase Super Mario Maker 2 at a discount and get a discounted game to play while you wait for its release. For more information about this special offer, visit Nintendo.com. Vouchers are redeemable for 1 year from the date of purchase and don't have to be used at the same time. Folks with a paid Nintendo Switch Online membership can buy and redeem Nintendo Switch game vouchers via Nintendo eShop on Nintendo Switch, as well as the game store on Nintendo.com with a PC or smart device. Oh, and one more thing. We're pleased to announce the Super Mario Maker 2 Invitational 2019 tournament. Tune in for exciting live competitive gameplay on June 8th. For more details and ticketing info, visit e3.nintendo.com.
And that's going to be it for that video. So that's all they got. So, yeah, that's going to be it for this analysis. If you guys have any questions or any other concerns, let me know in the comment section below. I'll look at the video again. I'll put in comments if I missed anything, or if you guys can add to this analysis. I'll put it in the description as well. Thank you guys so much for watching, and guys, keep dreaming.